Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode, we finished Chapter 6. We advanced into the very end of the Nihon mine and encountered both Vulcan and Sea. We had two boss fights back to back, which was quite, well, they were not easy fights. I actually had to think a little bit, which is very nice as a change of pace, but, we beat them without any major hiccups, and afterward, something interesting happened. C wanted to take off. Of course, they had their escape planned, but a sniper shot their airship down, and now we don't know what happened to the Imperial Liberation Front. I can't, that's not C's death, of course. He's gonna come back. We don't know who C is. C won't die until we know who C is. And we don't know who the sniper was. We got some interesting information about Sharon. And yeah, that's all we have. Let's continue. No, don't save. Continue.
In the following weeks.
It
was hard to tell how much the Empire's situation was shifting, but one thing was certain. Changes were happening. With the death of their ringleaders, the Imperial Liberation Front's campaign of terror was finally over.
Yeah, about that.
And in recognition of our actions in Ruhr and at Corellia Fortress, all of us in Class VII were invited to Valflame Palace. There, we were granted the honor of an audience with His Majesty the Emperor, Eugene III, along with Empress Priscilla, the mother of Princess Alphen and Crown Prince Cedric. But no sooner had we been thanked than we came face to face with the leaders of the factions that divided the nation. The heads of the four great houses who rule their vast provinces with absolute authority. And the Chancellor and his close ally, Governor Regnitz, who brought reforms to Heimdall and expanded the railways. Both sides were quick to offer us words of praise, but just as quickly turned to criticize each other's role in the crisis. Eventually, His Majesty was forced to step in and rebuke both sides, clearly disgusted by their behavior. As it stood, the terrorists' defeat made it difficult for their supposed supporters in the noble faction to act openly, while Crossbell's push for independence was causing enough of a stir over there to keep the reformists busy. With both sides tied up, it looked like the Empire was in for a long overdue respite from its perpetual conflict. We'd finally gotten all the details for our concert performance worked out, and Elliot announced that we'd be doing two songs, a duet between Machias and Eustace, and a solo by Emma.
A duet between Machias and Eustace? How did that happen?
To no one's surprise, all three of them were quick to raise objections. But after Crow and Elliot explained their choices and how their master plan would win over the audience, the rest of the class was totally on board, leaving our new vocalists to resign themselves to the inevitable. Unfortunately, with the good times came some sad news as well. It turned out that Marquis Ragnar was furious at Angelica for her part in what we did at the mine, and as a result, she was forced to leave the academy. Contrary to the official statement, her withdrawal was to be permanent. Before she left, she asked me if I'd look after the orbital bike for her. At first, I didn't want to. It felt like I'd be accepting that she'd be gone. But after thinking it over, I finally agreed. With so much going on, we decided to take Prince Oliviert up on his proposal of a brief vacation north in Ymir. It proved to be quite an eventful trip, and it really drove home just how much we'd come to mean to each other. I'd tell you all about it, but we'd be here for hours. Maybe another time. Anyway.
The Academy Festival. Festival Prep Day 1.
Could I have your attention, please? It's another great day. Perfect weather to start bringing all your great festival ideas to life. Some of you have been preparing since last month, and some even longer. I know you're all itching to get started. So without further ado, I hereby declare the first day of festival preparation begun. Time to start setting up.
What? How? Your movement a second ago. What was that? Hip shake to the left, and a jump on the right leg, and fist raised up high. What is that supposed to mean?
We have today and tomorrow, but try not to leave any work until tomorrow night unless you really have to. All right, everyone, let's do this, and stay safe out there.
So, it's very calm. Extremely calm. I want to thank you all for the effort you've put in over these last 2 weeks, everyone. Well, at least things are coming together now. It's been an exhausting 2 weeks, though. You said it. I don't think I realized how much work this would involve. Elliot's a merciless taskmaster when it comes to music. It's like he unleashes the beast within. Sorry, I just really want this performance to be the best it can be. Don't worry about it. Given the short time we've had to prepare, I shudder to think what our band would look like, or would sound like without your guidance. Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound great. Well, the songs are coming together quite nicely, I admit. We aren't seriously going to do that, are we? Come on, give it up already! Emma's song's really sounding great. Agreed. I'm sure you'll be quite the sight on stage once you're in your outfit. The boys will be under your spell. You guys, that's not the kind of pressure I need right now. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised that Makis and Yusses. Who knew they'd work so perfectly together? And to think, at the outset, I doubted they had it in them to actually cooperate. Yep, and now look at them, crooning together in perfect harmony. But that's just the worst part. Speak for yourself. I've never felt so humiliated in my life. Sounds like you're all having such a gosh darn good time. I almost hate to interrupt. Just wanted to let you know that the principal's given you permission to use the old schoolhouse. You're all free to use it for rehearsal or whatever you need, all the way through to the end of tomorrow. Really? Ooh, that's a weight off our shoulders. There's only so much of our performance we can practice in the music room's limited space. Yeah, and Class 1's been hogging the auditorium all to themselves. Well, considering they're performing an operetta, I'm not sure where else they could practice. The first floor of the old schoolhouse should be a fine makeshift auditorium as far as our practice needs go. It's even got that stage area. What more could we ask for? Sounds like a great solution to me. Though every time I step through those doors, I'm always reminded of our first day of school. The first of many deceptions by a certain instructor. I'm afraid the statute of limitations has expired on that one. You know, a little bird told me 2 people might be in this room right now had a rather intimate experience that day. Tell me! Well, it's nothing worth mentioning. How did he find out about that anyway? Well, shall we go our separate ways for today then? Yeah, our costumes should be coming in this evening. So I think we're fine spending today helping with the setup and decorations. Might as well pitch in while we can. I'm guessing tomorrow's schedule just has rehearsal written in every blank. True. It only seems right to spend today helping out our club members. Guess we oughta. Were you planning on helping TloH with any last-minute student council stuff, Rean? Yeah, the student council's been totally swamped these last few days, so I figured I'd lend them a hand. I was thinking of looking in on the old schoolhouse while I was out making the rounds too. That'd be helpful. Even though we'll just be using the first floor, we should make sure nothing has shifted around in there. If you're gonna make a sweep of the place, just ring me on my Arcus. I'd be happy to tag along. Okay, thanks. Sounds like you've got a lot on your plates. All I can say is good luck. I'll probably be patrolling the campus, so just let me know if anything happens. I'll give you guys a call when the costumes come in. I really want us to at least try those on today, just to make sure they all fit. If you wouldn't mind taking care of this stuff for me, I'd really appreciate it. No problem. Glad to help you out. Student Council tasks, October. Required, slipped their minds, Instructor Beatrix. A number of students have yet to collect their permission slips to serve food and drinks at the festival. Given that it's imperative that everyone doing so has a slip, I need them delivered today. For more details, speak to me in the infirmary. I am amazed that I didn't just make a joke about underwear, but, you know, now I did. We read the comments, Radio Trista. We're doing a special feature here at Radio Trista on the Academy Festival, but we're running a little short on comments. Anyone want to collect the ones we need for me? For more specifics, come see me in the Radio Trista building. Michael. Mail mix-up. Our class received a package that clearly wasn't meant for us. We want to get it to whichever class ordered it, but we're too swamped with our preparations to ask around. Could someone please deliver this for us? We'll be outside Class 2's second-year classroom preparing for the festival. Please come see us if you can help. I figured they'd probably all be related to the festival in some way. The shops in Trista do seem pretty keen on helping out, though. That's nice of them. Yeah, they do every year. The radio station is even doing a little something for us too. All right, I'll see what I can do to keep the ball rolling in town then. Great, that'd be a big help. Oh, but remember not to neglect your concert practice, okay? Crow's been telling me about it. It sounds like you guys are really pulling out all the stops. That's the idea, yeah, but we haven't started group rehearsals yet. Most of us have family coming in to watch, though, so for better or for worse, we're gonna have to give it all we've got. By the way, do you think Angelica will be able to make it? Well... Sorry, I guess it's not looking too hopeful, huh? I just don't know. I've tried calling the Marquise's household, but they won't even let me talk to her. But still, this is Angie. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, Angie would never break a promise. Besides, you guys are all here. Crow's here, George is here. I'm sure she'll be here too. That's why we need to make this festival a big success. I want Angie to forget the bad times for a little while and have fun. And I know your concert will be a part of that too. When you put it like that, I want to do whatever I can to make it a good time for her. Besides, as your follow-up act, we'd look bad if they weren't cheering just as loud for us. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. TloH! Sorry to butt in, but it looks like some of the materials we ordered are going to get here late. If we don't do something, it's gonna throw a hitch into our preparations. Okay, I'll take another look at the schedule and see if we can rearrange things a bit. Sorry, Rean, but it looks like duty calls. Good luck preparing for your concert. Thanks. Well, no sense in just standing around here. We've got a lot to do and less time than I'd like to less time than I'd like to do it. Our outfits are going to show up this evening too. I'll have to try and get as much as I can finished up before then. Okay, let's get going. People to talk to and something to try out because I got Emblem. Space Elemental Master Quartz decreases damage received relative to how low HP is. This is the quartz that Angelica was using. Reduced low HP decreases received damage by 30%. Increased item drop rate. Interesting. Increased item drop rate is interesting. Though not as interesting anymore, but technically very cool. Very cool. And the stats on this are phenomenal. Gotta be honest. Juggler is level 5. Yeah, I'll equip Emblem then. Angel is level 5. Absorb magic attacks. I don't know. Evasion up. Falco. This has evasion plus 9% on it. There's a couple of master quartzes that I'd like to level. But first, let's see. Can I leave campus? Of course. Alright, then let's start from one end and work our way toward the other. Can I go into our dormitory? I can. Sharon is in. Those of us employed at the student dorms will be serving as guides during the Academy Festival. Should you need anything on the big day, please do let us know. It'll be good having you there. Are you sure you shouldn't be heading back to the Rainford Company, though? From what Eliza told me, the chairman seems pretty busy. Not to worry, she's handling the aftermath of the mine incident and the developments in Crossbell with her usually aplomb. As such, I will be remaining here to serve Lady Eliza and the rest of you. She really is wasted on us, isn't she? Those of us employed at the Student Council dorms will be serving as guides. Should you need anything on the big day, please do let us know. Anyone else? No. And no. I trust Sharon less than ever. But hey, it's not about trust here. Of course I can't leave. I have never been able to leave. Can you not get stuck on that? Thanks. Could it be a sweater knitted by your own beautiful hands? So this is why you've been so secretive lately. Oh Harrison, I have yet to hear your opinion on the sweater itself. I'm so happy, Hannah. I love you. I love you too. It's like there's an impenetrable lovey-dovey barrier, making it impossible to approach them. Thank you so much, Han. I really wasn't expecting this. Looks like this will keep me nice and warm during the festival. I worked hard to get it ready in time. Now all that's left is for the three of us to enjoy the festival together. Knitting a sweater takes extremely long. Mommy and Daddy are taking me to the Academy Festival. Daddy's got work, so we can only go for one day, but it's going to be super fun. I wonder what they're going to have there. There's a ton of stuff at the Academy Festival, isn't there? It's going to be so much fun. Time for Mikt. Mikt, what's up, old man? Ah, look at you. Ah, here you go. That'll run you 27,800 Mira. Ouch! No repeat customer discounts in your store, are there? This bill better include the information too. Of course it does. Don't bite my head off. Sounds like the Red Constellation's still kicking back in Crossbell. It's anyone's guess as to where, though. I can't believe they're still hanging around there after a terrorist attack on that scale. Could you pass that info along to Toval for me? Sounds like they're discussing the recent terrorist attack in Crossbell. I guess Instructor Sarah's just as stressed about everything going on as we are. It's like the world's falling apart. Sounds like our festival preparations are going along really well. You just stay focused on that and leave the grown-up stuff to us adults, okay? Don't you start rehearsing at the crack of dawn tomorrow, too? Doing too much too fast will burn you out quick, you know? What do you know about burnout? It's a rough world we live in, but that's nothing you kids should worry yourselves about. Not until life beats you down into a grouchy old man like me. Just forget about it until it hits ya. It's a rough world. Give me your curios. That's nothing I want. I'll give you 3 times. And after that, I'll assume I didn't miss anything. Nope. Nope. I don't want to do this anymore. Ground bait, I can get that here. Anything new? Abyss Shadow. These are all old, yeah. Had those previously. Nothing new here either. Nope. Chrono Burst plus 7 speed as well on that. Wow. Okay, nothing new. I have 99 new materials. I saw that right. Some important work just sprang up, so my dad won't be able to make it into the festival. We were so excited to go together too. Oh well. I suppose I'll just have to tag along with Rosine then. Dad might cheer up if I buy him a really nice souvenir. I can tell he's sad he can't go, but he's an adult. He can deal with it. That's harsh. Emily and Therasia asked me to go buy some materials for them. Oh, I meant to ask, how did our outfits turn out in the end? They were changed a little bit from the original designs, weren't they? Well, everything's fine. You'll get to see them this evening. What was with that ominous pause? Oh, right. I got in touch with Grandfather about the festival, and he said that he really wants to make it here. Mother is one of the directors, so she should be there, which means our whole family might end up in one place. Nothing's guaranteed, but it might be the first time my whole family's been together in 5 years. I really hope everyone can make it. Me too. I happened to bump into Eliza while I was out doing some shopping for the literature club. No matter where you look, you can tell that the whole academy is humming with activity right now. Oh, that reminds me, how are things coming along with your club's short story collection? I remember last time we talked about it, you mentioned the content was a little graphic. Well, no worries. I managed to get that matter all settled. Dorothy agreed to tone the material down to a more acceptable standard. She certainly didn't make it easy, though. Sounds like Emma had her work cut out for her. We are planning on holding a reading circle during the festival to go along with our short story collection. Thinking about reading those together as a group makes me feel a bit embarrassed, to say the least. I'd planned on closing up the shop when the festival started so I could take Tidesel to go see it. But I gotta meet some punk Klein, cause they wanna do business all of a sudden. Teitzel, don't go to the festival on your own and leave me behind. Going to the festival with Teitzel is always one of the highlights of my year. Why'd it have to come up now? Tell him that you can't. Tell him just you can't. That's it. Nice, 50k Mira. $50k. Thank you for ordering your outfits for your concert here. They're putting the finishing touches on them over at the main branch in Heimdallr. They should arrive here this evening, so we ask for your patience until then. I've heard that your outfits turned out spectacularly. They should arrive here this evening, so we ask for your patience until then. Frilly dress? No, those are old. And nothing new here either. What am I gonna spend all this money on then? Since I don't have to support a flat, I don't know what to spend all this money on. Huh, the more I think about it, the more I feel like that should have gone to someone else. Now I'm really worried. The more I think about it, the more I feel like that should have gone to someone else. It's about the package that I have a quest about. Pretty cool that the guy who delivered it is right here. This independence nonsense coming from Crossbell's nothing but talk, I'd say. You can't just gain your independence by tossing a bunch of Mira around. Besides, I hear Crossbell's government is completely incompetent, with the state's politicians arguing all the time. Things will fall through soon enough. You can count on that. It's pretty damn dark in my room by now, so I'm gonna turn on the lights. Give me a second. Alrighty, thank you for your patience. Let me put my little blanket back on top of my controller and then we are good to go. I don't really want to go into the radio place yet, but I might as well accept this quest. Misty was very excited to go to the Academy Festival. I overheard her talking about how she'd like to report on it while she walked through sampling all the food stalls. The director suspected that all she wanted was an excuse to eat, though, so he didn't approve it. We haven't delved into providing live coverage of events just yet. Michael's been interested in doing so for a while, though. Sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. Ah, there you are. I'm just glad you could make it at all. Our specials tonight, but some people still haven't submitted what they want us to say during it. I mean, we could go ahead without them, but I'd feel kind of unfair if we did. I imagine it probably just slipped their minds considering how much everyone has to do right now. But you are taking the time to give everyone's events courage, so I'm sorry that they put you through this. Ah, don't sweat it. Festival gives us some good material every year, so you won't see me complaining about that. So you won't see me complaining that the students are making it better. The Academy's been getting lots of coverage ever since what happened last month, too. Ah, sorry. We don't have the time to shoot the breeze about that. So, you got the time to get this done? Of course. You bet. You'll be broadcasting tonight, so let's get this done as quickly as possible. You're the man. I'm still waiting on replies from Class 1, Class 5, and the Occult Research Society. Don't know where the people in charge of them are, but you probably will since you're all from the same academy. Go get those comments. Leave it to me. Class 1 should still be rehearsing for their operetta, so I'm sure that's where I'll find everyone. Class 5's Miss Mishi Panic's being set up in the gymnasium, which leaves the Occult Research Society. I think I'll head to their club room. Right then, let's get going. Well, thank you for telling me exactly where to go. That's, you know, that makes things very simple. Man, I'm extremely tired right now. I don't know why. It's not that late yet. Yo, looks like everyone's almost done with their festival setup. Just don't get all excited about finishing up and forget to take a break. The last thing we want is for you to get burned out before the thing even starts. It would be a pity if you couldn't enjoy it. Ah well, you young'uns always go all out no matter what we tell you to do. Just don't forget to take a break if you need one. That's all I'm gonna say. Sure, what do you have in your shop? Anything new? I do not want to rest. Nothing new. Crossbells reeling from the terrifying terrorist attack right now. Apparently support for independence is on the rise over there due to the sheer number of victims too. It feels like there's been nothing but bad news lately, and I'm afraid that things are only getting worse. Crossbell suffered a number of horrible blows lately. Am I the only one who can see what direction the wind is blowing here? I'd like to go to the Academy Festival one day. We're always too busy whenever it's going on to go ourselves, though. Such is the fate all waitresses are doomed to, I suppose. I've never been able to go to the festival, but I hear about how fun it is every single year. I guess that's the downside to being a waitress. There's not much I can do about that. Secretary builds. I know a student here who has something in store for the Academy Festival. However, he refuses to tell me exactly what that is. As you might expect, this worries me, so I have decided I'd observe it myself. Perhaps this is what it feels like to be a parent. So, I do wonder what he's planning. I hope my concerns are unfounded. It's so exciting to see all you students running here and there. If you're this busy, then this year's festival is sure to be exciting. Oh, how fun it's going to be. Thors Academy Festival is such a good time every year, so I'm looking forward to this year's too. Good luck with the preparations. I'm bored, so I've been handing out flyers about what the gardening club's doing for the festival. Want one? Nah, you should probably save them for the people in town. I'll be visiting everyone's events during the festival anyway. Fine by me. We're gonna be selling flowers and stuff during the festival. Edel said she'll be selling the herbs she's grown too. Come and spend lots of money. I should go to the festival myself when I find the time. I do need to visit Edel after all. Of course, I also want to see the flowers everyone in the gardening clubs worked so hard to raise too. A number of new members joined the gardening club this year, so their flower bed must be in full bloom. Now I really want to see them. Seems like the new sister from the church will be taking kids to the festival with her. That's quite the relief for me, since I'll be very, very busy during it. I'm pretty sure Kay would have snuck out and caused some trouble there without anyone to keep an eye on him. I'm glad that new sister's offered to take Kay and the others along with her. Her name was Rosine, wasn't it? I'll have to go and thank her at some point. Issue 10. I do not have that. The Philosophy of the Blade. That is for Laura. A book that applies Blades' philosophies to daily life. This is a pretty interesting book. Might be worth talking to Crow about. What? Why Crow? No. 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 No, 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 no. No, wait, you can't do that. No. You can't do this. This is not, oh no. Micht, you gotta help me out here. Micht? I've got a problem. I've got a friggin' big problem. There's this newspaper's missing. Shut up. Micht, shut up. Micht. No, don't do me. This is, oh, please don't. Oh, Micht, please help me out here. Oh, no. Why the heck were there two newspapers in that one chapter? That can't be. But but when this doesn't, oh, come on, man. Ah, shit. Special feature: Imperial Liberation Front defeated. The Liberation Front's several-month-long reign of terror is finally over. But just how did the group come to be defeated once and for all? We sent a team of reporters to the Zaxn Iron Mine in the Norsha province, where the group met its end to investigate. The Iron Mine, from occupation to release. Continuing a string of unforgivable acts of terrorism, the Imperial Liberation Front successfully seized control of the backbone of the Erebonian economy, the Zaxn Iron Mine. A jet-black airship appeared out of nowhere. We just didn't know what to do. Minor. After the terrorists made a statement announcing their crime, the Norsha Provincial Army rushed to the scene and cordoned it off, prompting the beginning of a lengthy stalemate. It was 4 hours before any further developments occurred when, after sending in a separate unit to ensure the safety of the hostages, the railway military police forced their way into the mine. Furthermore, Prince Oliviert rushed to the scene aboard the Courageous, the Imperial family's cruiser, and restored calm to the area. The railway military police worked quickly and skillfully, noted an army source on the scene. The terrorists end. The ringleaders of the terrorist group attempted to escape on their airship, but it appears that there were explosives on board, which mistakenly activated during their retreat. The body of their ringleader, whose identity was previously unknown, was successfully recovered, and the Army's intelligence division is currently working to ascertain his or her identity. I don't believe it until I see it. Military Academy students assist in operation. Reports suggest that students of Thors Military Academy who were coincidentally at the scene assisted in the resolution of the incident. His Majesty the Emperor is said to have extended his gratitude to them for their contribution. The students were at the area conducting a field study, so they were able to act quickly, said an Academy spokesman. It seems clear that these students have a very promising future ahead of them, and I hope they will continue to strive for excellence. International terrorist attack in Crossbell. The resolution of the recent chain of terrorist attacks here in Erebonia may have just been brought to a close, but Crossbell to the east has recently fallen victim to yet another large-scale terrorist attack. The attack is believed to have been the work of a Jaeger Corps, and reports suggest that the damage was significant. With fires as far as the eye could see, and the complete destruction of the IBC corporate headquarters, the situation in the city remains chaotic, but hopefully further reports will shed light on the situation. It has only been a month since Crossbell was last attacked by the terrorists. Surely this suggests the country's government is performing inadequately, suggested an army source well acquainted with the situation. Furthermore, the Crossbell state has continued to refuse the Imperial Army's offers of assistance and has been receiving criticism from financial circles, who are seeking a quick resolution to the solution. To the situation. Culture. Thors Military Academy Festival. It is almost time for the annual festival at Thors Military Academy, situated in the town of Trista on the outskirts of Heimdallr. The Academy's festival is well known for its scale and quality and is enjoyed by countless visitors every year. To further highlight the excellence of the student body, The Academy has also recently gained attention for the involvement of some of its pupils in bringing an end to the recent terrorist attacks. Why not take this opportunity to visit and see what Thors Academy has to offer? The festival will be held on the 23rd and 24th of this month. Alright. Before I continue, I actually am gonna end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!